Do you feel like you have all your ducks in a row, all lined up, waddling in the same direction? And then there's a family member or a coworker that comes in and just disrupts the peace. This kiss is for you if you feel like these disruptions are stealing your power. I'm Kristin Wood, your favorite body wellness coach, and I show women who are unhappy with where their health is how to make simple tweaks that make becoming healthy easier, and lets weight loss be the happy side effect. And going through life, I have a family, I have had coworkers, and I know how these disruptions feel. Like you're going along fine, something happens, and all of a sudden it feels like your power is taken. Like you're using this as the excuse to justify making a lower level choice. So maybe you decided 2 days ago or 2 hours ago or 2 minutes ago that you were going to do a certain action. And then all of a sudden there's this disruption. And now you're back to making a lower choice, a choice that's not aligned with the goals that you've got for yourself. So today I want to give you a secret and share 2 tools with you that will give you the energy, the mental and the physical energy, so that you are on this higher plane and you're actually making progress. So the way, there's a saying, it was a Greek philosopher that said that we are not disrupted by what happens to us, but our thoughts about what is happening. So the way that we manage our stress or end our stress is by investigating the thought that we're having. It's through challenging this thought that we get to see, is this true? So the way this looks is you're challenging the thought, not you, not whoever did the action. You're just challenging the thought to see, is there a better thought that would feel better for you to be thinking? And you do this by addressing that here's the action that happened. You're then going to acknowledge what is this thought that you're having. And then you're going to ask the question, is this true? Is this 100% true? Now, this process is called the work. And it's something that Byron Katie designed. And she explains it beautifully. It would take me a long time to explain it all the way out for you. So I'm going to cheat and I'm going to let her explain it to you. So you're going to find a link in this description so that you can go to Amazon, and it's her book. And if you go to the part that says description, or it might say look inside, you are going to be able to read a snippet of this book. And if you follow the link, and you should choose to buy the book, it is a affiliate link of mine, just so you know. But I'm not asking you to buy the link or buy the book. I want you to just go read this description, because at the bottom of the description, you are going to find where she takes you through this process. She actually uses one of her scenarios, and you can look at this. You can insert your own situation into it. You get all the questions that are involved in this process, and you can see what it feels like to go through it. And if this is something that you think would be a good tool for you. I'm a big DIY girl, and this is a DIY thing. You can look at this possibly just by reading the free snippet that you're allowed to read. You may decide, this is all I need. I can really make some progress with this. Or you may decide you want the book. You want to have this at your fingertips all the time. Or maybe you want some more help, or maybe it doesn't work for you. But go check it out. Because this process of the work, it's not meant to absolve or justify any action that was done. It is simply a process to free you from the thought that is disrupting you. Now, when you look at this free description, I think you're also going to be able to read about the second tool, and that is staying in your business. There are 3 types of business. There's yours, there's mine, and there's God's. So when you're feeling disrupted, it can be helpful to stop and say, whose business am I in? If you're in someone else's business, then you need to get out of it. Truth is actually when you get to love what is. And that happens when you're not constantly having opposing thoughts, thoughts that oppose reality. And you do that by staying in your business. And what this actually looks like is, say I'm upset because someone doesn't understand what I'm trying to get across to them, and that is upsetting me. Well, anytime that you hear the words that someone should or shouldn't, that lets you know you're in someone else's business. So if I'm upset because they don't understand it, and I feel like they should understand, that thought that they should is me being in their business. And I need to just look at what's the truth. No matter what I want, the truth is they don't understand. So what's next? Do I go to plan B, C, D? What do I do? But what I'm going to do is get out of the thought that they should understand. The fact is they don't. So look at what's up that you're stressed about, and what is the thought that's stressing you, and does that lead to you being in someone else's business? You need to stay in yours. As Byron Katie says, that as you do this, you're probably going to laugh at yourself. You're probably going to realize how much time you spend in someone else's business. And the more you use it, the more skilled you get at it, you may notice that your life really runs pretty good without a lot of interaction from you. It's pretty good on its own. So it's kind of a funny thing when you realize how much time you've wasted stressing over someone else's business. Now, both of these tools are tools that are a skill. You use them. The more you use them, the better you get at them. And in the beginning, you are definitely going to be using them after the fact. And that's perfect. So something happened yesterday and it stressed you out, it disrupted you. Now go back and run that through the lens of the work and see what comes up for you, what changes, every time you do this, there's going to be a little shift in you. And before long, you're not even going to need to do it as often because your just overall outlook is changing. So give it the time to start where you start. After the fact is perfect. Go through it. Maybe tomorrow you notice that you use it on something that happened in the morning and it gets closer and closer to the time of the actual instance until you're in it and you're putting yourself through the work and like, yeah, no, we're shifting this. I'm not going to be stressed over this. So I really hope you got some value out of this. I hope that you go look at follow the Amazon link and take a look at that description, read through it, see what this process really looks like in action, and implement your own situation into it. I think you'll find it really, really valuable. And I appreciate you being here. I'll be here next week with another kiss from Kristin.